My audio is going.
All Gucci?
Gucci
money,
Mane.
money, money. Fucking, we're back at you with another episode of Breakfast with Bob. Sorry for the change of scenery. We updated to a garage. we're not basement dwellers anymore. We're garage dwellers. We
and it's a garage
it's
in like
lifting up
in like giant world. This chair is fucking humongous.
Yeah, we're
like,
also
I mean,
an
I'm
old
like
couple
fucking.
now.
Like,
We're also not part of the Chuds.
Which I'm not part of what?
The
The
Chuds.
The Chuds.
What's the Chuds?
It's the underground people dwellers.
Okay, I believe that.
They're half person, half horse.
But we're upgrading.
What?
We're no
not the
longer living
Chuds.
underground. We're living on the surface.
I don't think Chuds is a thing. I think it's like a movie from the 80s.
What do you mean
I don't
you
think
don't
it's
think
a thing. I don't think
Chuds
there's
is a thing?
underground like half human dwellers out there like living in the sewer. I don't think that's a thing.
Clearly, you've
It's
never been to
just
New
the
York
turtles.
or L.A.
Just the turtles.
I have never been to LA. No,
Have you been to New York?
once. I don't
One
like
time.
it.
Have you seen those slimy Italians, dude? They'll hide anywhere.
Me.
Yeah, they'll hide anywhere.
I feel
Where do you
like-
think all the bodies came from?
What bodies?
The bodies.
The mafia bodies, dude.
Fun
Those
fact.
slimy Italians in the.
They're dead, so they wouldn't
have-
be moving around.
I have fun fact time. Newcastle fun fact. There is a swamp in Newcastle, West Pittsburgh. It's called the Headless Swamp because the mafia used to behead people and tie bricks to their feet and send them to the bottom of the swamp. And there was like a string of homeless people killings as well. And the dude was beheading people and throwing them in the swamp. It's a real thing.
I like the idea of the mafia cleaning up the homeless problem and just being like, look at these guys. They think they could just live on the sidewalk.
What are you
like,
doing?
we gotta get rid of them. They're fucking up our business.
What are you doing?
And then you're saying this is in Newcastle. And,
Yeah, West
and
Pittsburgh.
on top of that, like the Newcastle mayor is like working with the mafia.
This is like years
To
and
get
years
rid of
ago.
these guys.
It could be.
I mean, I like when problems solve themselves.
You agree?
I mean,
I'm against it because
I'm
you
not
agree
in the
with
mafia.
Now I'm against it
I'm
because
not
you
in
Why
the
are you
like
mafia.
it.
killing homeless people?
Great.
Why are you pushing the idea
Because
of
if
people
you-
killing homeless
listen,
people?
I'm not opposed to homelessness. Like, I'm opposed to stupidness. And if you're homeless and you don't fucking trek down south and you're living in fucking Pennsylvania that has winter, maybe you shouldn't exist. Much like that person, like, I don't know if you guys remember, some older than you. So, like, you guys know what Cedar Point is, the roller coaster park?
Yeah. That's in Ohio. That's not
Yeah, it's in
Pennsylvania.
Ohio. It's wonderful. So anyway,
where they're eating dogs, dude.
no, we're not going there yet. So there's this ride. It's called the Raptor, and it's like a roller coaster, but your feet hang down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, about 10 years ago, some jackass his phone fell out of his pocket, and then he lost the phone. And then they have all these big signs say "Don't enter." He climbed the fence and went to retrieve his phone.
This
And
is the dude that got decapitated.
and got decapitated by somebody's
Yes.
foot. And listen,
Yes.
like I'm
By
not
someone's
saying,
foot?
yeah, someone's
holy
foot killed.
shit.
Yeah,
I-
he decapitated.
I'm not saying
That man got punted.
that guy deserved to die, but I'm saying sometimes Mother Nature thins the herd. So if we kill homeless people that are unwilling to leave the cold weather climates, we're just killing the stupid ones.
I'm still on the
Sorry, I don't
Italians.
wanna laugh
I'm
at
still on the Italians killing the homeless people.
Again, I'm saying I'm okay
We're
with
gonna
it.
go to the swamp.
If it's in, if they're homeless people,
You're going to the swamp, bud.
if they're homeless people living in northern climates all the time, I'm okay with the Italians killing them because they're not the smart homeless
Yeah,
people
but
anyway.
also you have to think about it like sometimes they have a drug of choice, and the more south that you go, that's more like into fentanyl area. Up here, you got some cokeheads. Down south, you're gonna run into more fentanyl guys.
But you're homeless and you're outside.
But I'm just saying they have a choice in the kind of drugs that they want.
What kind of lunatic would want to live outside in December in the north?
Because cocaine and Molly is cheaper up here than fentanyl is down there, dude. They don't want to get into fentanyl, dude. They're trying to have fun.
But you're not having fun if it's -2 degrees and you're sitting in a blanket outside the river.
Also, they just live in abandoned houses. It's
Then
not
they're
like
not homeless.
they are homeless.
Homeless people.
Squatters.
That's not the.
They're
Squatters'
squatters.
Actually,
Yes, homeless people live outside of homes. Hence the name homeless.
but they're just living in abandoned homes.
No, they don't have a home. The homeless people live. Brian, you can look it up. They don't live. They don't have a dwelling. They live outside. They don't have a dwelling.
That doesn't.
Now, poors could be squatting. Poors are different than homeless people. But
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, homeless people don't have a home, and yeah, I mean, yeah, the poors that want to do cocaine.
I mean,
can live in
I've
the north.
seen
That's
seen
fine.
videos of them rummaging around and finding 40 homeless people in like abandoned hotels.
No,
and
finding
shit.
40 poors.
No,
40 pours.
so all right.
How many
If they
pours
get
later?
a tent, are they still homeless?
I mean,
They have shelter. Are you saying that as long as they don't sleep with a fucking blanket?
I mean, listen, like if they have a legit tent, not just some kind of like trash bag from Target or something like that,
Or a tarp.
fine, that's fine.
a tarp is good.
But
a
if
tarp
they,
is
tarp
good.
over
I
a
mean,
stick?
but they got to have a couple. It has to be like tent shaped. I mean, you have to put some effort in. If you just have like a tarp, no, that doesn't count. But if you put some time into building a tent, okay, that's
But they
fine.
would have a home. They wouldn't be homeless.
If they spend some time to build a structure, yes, they're not homeless. But these people don't.
Where are you finding these homeless people that
In
you're
Pittsburgh?
talking about? Where?
They're about to get gentrified out of the
No,
Riverwalk.
they're not
about
going to get gentrified out.
Yeah, they are. They're building real nice condos. Those homeless people will be getting kicked the fuck out of there immediately.
No, they're gonna be moved to underneath all of the fucking bridges that we have hundreds of thousands of.
I like that if a homeless person has a sign that's witty, I'll give them $1.
You do this?
If they have a sign,
I don't.
I'm driving by.
I've been used and abused by their system for too long.
By the way,
What's up?
the homeless tents do not count as a home because the place where one lives permanently, especially a member of a family or household, is considered a home.
aha. So
is a
It's not
so if they go
permanent.
into an abandoned house and take it,
They're just
Is-
squatting.
but they're poors at that point because they do have
Squatters' rights.
But you can't get mail there if you're squatting. I mean, I guess
Very
you probably
true.
no,
could.
so
You
you're
probably
homeless. If you can't get mail, you're homeless.
Yeah. You were saying if they lived in a tent, it would be considered a home.
could. I would still classify the squatter as more of a poor than a homeless.
Listen, Fentanyl Bob would
Oh, my
disagree.
Lord.
I don't know fentanyl, Bob, but I'm guessing if he's doing fentanyl and he disagrees, my opinion would be correct because he's doing fentanyl. So he's not a good choice maker. Maybe a good taste maker, but not a good choice maker.
I think you're wrong. First off, you're just straight up wrong. The homeless people do have somewhat of a house, but they're still considered homeless if they're just in abandoned houses.
Look, I don't want to judge you because we haven't talked in like a month, but like the opinion you're squatting that is that of a poor. Like I'm not interested in your poor opinion.
Your
Also, do you
squatter's
think that
opinion
they'll
is
have
poor.
like deers in their tent like this?
No,
Like we
they're
got
not having sex
fucking-
with deers or any kind of mundane,
Oh, yeah,
disgusting,
but
depraved
do
thing
you
you're
think
going
that
to
they're
talk
eating?
about.
Do you think that they're eating dogs and cats? Do you think it's just the immigrants, or do you think it's the homeless as well?
I mean, all I know is like
The deer is very
all
shocked by your
all-
comment.
All I know about this eating of animals is like I was at a Trump rally and they were eating animals. It was the biggest rally
What
I've
do
ever
you mean?
seen. It was the biggest rally I've ever seen.
Hold up,
was the biggest
back up,
rally.
back up. You said that you were at a Trump rally
full
and they
of
were
pores,
eating.
full of pores, eating animals,
What do you mean eating animals?
eating animals, cats. There are a lot of Chinese people there. Yeah, a lot of Chinese food.
A
lot of
so
low
you
main.
think that because there was Chinese food, that they're actually eating dogs and cats?
I mean, they're less stray cat animals.
so you're saying that the Trump campaign is eating the cats and dogs because they're hiring Chinese people to come to these rallies.
I mean, I'm not saying that.
How progressive?
But I want. But to piggyback off of that opinion, if PETA doesn't come out pretty soon and endorse Trump, I don't know what the fuck's going on. The man's against eating animals. They've been waiting for this candidate for centuries.
So
PETA.
PETA got in trouble.
They got in trouble for supporting Trump?
No.
dude, I heard that like PETA
keeping
like,
caged animals and testing products on them.
PETA
yeah, I
did.
heard.
Yep.
I heard that PETA will like slaughter animals just to like make a statement out
They
of it.
do.
Yeah, I
Like-
heard that like they'll go to like you know
Probably the vegans
wherever,
dropped
what do
PETA.
they call like the kennels and shit like that? They'll go to kennels and just like kill a bunch of dogs, like brutally
I
murder,
don't like that.
and then they'll like take a picture and they'll be like they're killing the
Yeah,
dogs.
I mean, I think you should.
I've heard of shit
No,
like that.
You could save all. I mean, you should save all the dogs. I mean, you could slaughter all these homeless people. That's fine to me. But don't be hurting any animals. That's some bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
were
here for
testing
that.
like makeup and shit on animals
Yeah.
and stuff.
PETA was?
Yep.
Why PETA? Peter Pan?
Why not PETA?
No.
Maybe
People eating tasty
Maybe.
animals.
Peter Pan isn't a child anymore because he is murdering
He's a real boy.
all of these dogs and cats.
Peter
He's the
Pan
one
was
that
actually
Donald
dead the whole
Trump's worried
time.
about. It's Peter Pan.
Peter Pan's dead. Robin Williams is dead. Didn't he?
Yeah, he was dead
Peter
the whole
Pan?
time.
Wasn't Peter Pan also like a pedophile?
No,
If I'm not wrong,
He
like
never
wasn't
grew
he?
up. No,
wasn't
he never grew up, so he couldn't be a pedophile because
Yes,
he was always
could.
a child.
Yes, he could. If
you're
you're
a child,
100,
you
if you're
can't-
120 years old in a child's body,
Did they
you're
ever
still a
state
pedophile.
Hold
his
on.
age?
Wait, okay. So then, by that nature,
Here we
and
go,
this is-
Google.
I mean, the dude from Twilight was a pedophile.
He absolutely was.
Yeah,
How old was that? I never watched it.
She was like 16 or 17.
old as fuck.
I was always Team Jacob anyway, though, so it's fine.
Is
was the-
he, is
he was the
he of
werewolf.
age? Is that what you're saying?
No, Team Jacob, he was the werewolf. I don't like these vampires. They're cold. I don't like being cold. I mean,
Why
weren't-
are they cold?
because they don't have any blood flowing through them.
They be dead,
Is
brother.
it because of their lack of personality?
Some of them are boring, I think.
I feel like they're all boring.
I feel like most,
Every single vampire I've ever seen, I'm like, that's a terrible person.
I don't think that's. I mean, they have a lot of knowledge to talk about after a year. I mean, a lot of experience. I feel like you could pick their brains. They have some interesting stories.
Do you guys want Peter Pan knowledge?
Yeah, shoot it.
They never
what-
they never
Peter.
stated in the novel or the movie. He had all of his baby teeth still, so he was between 12 to 13 years old.
Oh, dude, imagine those small teeth on a 13-year-old, dude. That's disgusting.
Mike, I'm not going any further with you here.
What's wrong?
I'm not
What-
going. I'm not going down this hole.
What do you mean?
Wherever
That's a fucking. You lose them at the age of like 9. dude.
wherever you're going with these teeth and children, I'm not coming.
You fucking sicko.
I don't want to know where he's putting the teeth. I'm just not interested.
No, he still has them, right? He's not
But
stealing their
you
teeth.
were
No, he
talking-
still has them.
But you were
Yeah.
talking about those teeth on other children, so I'm not sure what kind of visual thing you're having in your mind. But
I'm talking
not
about a 13-year-old
going
with baby teeth. Imagine that.
there.
That's weird. It's like a little turtle.
That's not like a turtle at all.
Hit him with the he hit him with the fuck. What's that? Mitch McConnell face.
I'm not even looking at you, and I'm just hearing sounds.
I mean,
Mitch McConnell.
oh,
look, a strawberry.
Mitch McConnell was a great politician.
No, he wasn't.
He was fantastic.
No, he was not.
He was fantastic.
Any politician is dookie.
He got-
Dookie shoes.
He got shit done, dude.
What do you mean?
He got 3 justices. And Trump's justices, he got those.
So of the 1,700 years that he's been in office, he only got one thing done. That you agree with?
I mean, 3 justices. No, we got a lot of you got a lot of judges down ballot too. And here's the thing: like when the first one, Trump wouldn't have got it because Obama. It was Hillary versus Trump, and Obama was going to pick like kind of a moderate judge, and Mitch McConnell was like, "No, we're going to wait, bro.
Do
Sorry
you
about
think-
that." Like he actually bet that Trump was going to win against Hillary, like fucking clairvoyant and shit like that.
True. But let's say if Kamala wins, right?
She probably is.
Let's say Kamala wins.
She probably
Do you
is.
think that we're just never going to have a white woman president? It'll just skip white women entirely? And like, do you think that they'll be upset about it?
White women?
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
they don't
Do
care.
you think that they're like going to be like, do you think they're going to still push? They're going to be like, well, at least she's a woman, but you know.
I mean,
Oh.
well, they'll be like, "Oh, sisters, we're all together," whatever.
That's not how it's going to go.
That's how they're gonna.
That's
Go,
not how
they're
it's
all
gonna
gonna go
go.
to Starbucks.
I feel like the divide will happen very fast.
I mean, listen, women are catty, generally speaking, but like they're all gonna say that they're okay with it.
But like, how long until you think that they get upset? Like 30 years?
Maybe
10 years?
maybe 2, depending on what happens with the economy.
Yeah.
I
2
mean-
years. Why 2?
Yeah, there'll be a grace period to see what shit goes wrong because they'll blame shit on Biden. Yeah,
That's true.
that's what you do. The first 2 years you blame it on the person before you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, you know,
He's just saying.
I will say,
imagine they just skip white women forever and they just never actually let a white woman into office.
I mean, it's not really letting; it's vote. Like we're not saying you can't.
No,
be president.
no, we're not doing this. We're letting.
So you're letting these women.
Just let it.
We're not letting them in.
You're letting or not letting
Okay,
these women.
okay. Let's
Like
be honest. Let's be honest.
You are doing this.
Do you think that any of this shit has been fair? Do you think that any single person could become a president?
I will say this. There's no way that if you had a normal primary that Kamala Harris would
Exactly.
be the nominee.
Exactly.
But they didn't pick her because she's a black woman. They picked her because the only way they can get all the money raised for Biden was to take Kamala
Exactly.
Harris. So it had nothing to do with her skin color, her gender, or whatever. It was like, we need this war chest of money.
No, they just fucked up. They waited until the last second. They were like, let's just throw this lady in.
It's the same reason that Hillary Clinton ran instead of Bernie. It wasn't because, well, there's two reasons. One, because
No. Bernie would have actually fucking done something.
so quick,
Bernie Bros Unite.
couple
Oh my lord.
couple quick news
I
flashes.
haven't seen more of him actually talking about Kamala.
Couple quick news flashes about Bernie Sanders and why he didn't get the nomination. Part of it's Obama's fault because Obama drained the DNC of money, so all the money came from the Clinton Foundation, who probably wanted to support Hillary Clinton. Number two, Bernie Sanders wouldn't become a Democrat to be the Democratic nominee. So yes, they don't want to support you. You don't want to be a Democrat. It's like, hey, Bernie, you can be president. You just got to say you're an independent. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm going to just be an independent. Well, then you didn't get to run because you weren't
He
going to
was
be
a
a Democrat.
Democrat. He did run as a
No,
Democrat.
he ran as Democrat, but he wouldn't change his party to independent. He wouldn't change his party.
I was unaware.
So yeah,
Unaware.
You can look that up. Yeah, it's like
Look at that. Look at me, unaware
I
of
mean, you were
politics.
What, 8
And you
years-
know what?
you were
That's
like,
how
what,
I
8
like to
years
keep
old
it.
when that
I
happened?
like to keep it like that. I like to every 4 years just like peek my head out and be like, what the fuck's going on? You know, I don't like to go too deep into the woods with that. Just because like I like to, you know, jump out every couple years. I'm like, as long as it's not a white woman,
Like a
I'm okay with
cicada.
it.
My black woman's fine.
Yeah. We're skipping white women. They're not allowed to run anymore. That's my new belief, and I'm sticking to it.
And you're on board with it?
Yep. No white women
Are you
allowed.
also not dating any white women? Like you would know white women can date you now because I mean they're gonna not.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay. No white
Do
women
you have
allowed.
a lot of minority women lined up on your roster?
No, none at all. Actually,
No minority. So is it because you're racist?
probably.
Is that why your roster has zero minorities?
Maybe this episode is me really coming around to the other side.
You said a lot of choicey things in the past. I don't know.
I think this episode is me coming around. Too many people got mad at me saying that I was racist, and I'm not.
So now you're only gonna date
They
black
also
women.
said that I was homophobic, which I mean I'm not.
So you're gonna date a man.
No,
But it's
to
okay
protect-
for
because you're gonna
people to
come
think
around.
the
no.
Holocaust
You're
See,
is
gonna
now
come
what
around.
you just said
Mm.
made me uncomfortable.
Because you're homophobic.
I'm not. That's not it.
I mean,
That's that. So of all the things it could be, it's not homophobia.
you said people said I'm homophobic, and I'm like, "Are you gonna date a man?" You're like, no,
hate it.
And
Hate
you're like,
every sentence that you
you're
just
like,
said.
I'm uncomfortable because you're uncomfortable around gay people, and that's
Makes
fine.
me uncomfortable.
Gay people do. I know.
Like, honestly, if I could, I wish that you could get rid of that sentence.
You want to get rid of gay
You
people?
said that with such a straight face. I was like, this man's fucking around
I mean-
over there. He's diddling.
Are you saying you want to get rid of gay people?
No, I just
Is that what, like
don't
that
like
sense? Like,
that
is that some kind of
statement.
dog whistle to mean get rid of gay
They-
people?
No, because then that's like I'm not homophobic.
I mean, you just want
Well,
to
like-
you just want to get rid of gay people.
No, I never said that.
I mean,
I just
you
said
you
that
want to,
statement
you
that you
want
said.
to
I
erase,
wish it didn't exist.
I'd like to erase gay people.
That's not what I said.
Pretty close.
But whatever to make that statement not exist.
Which you'd have to get rid of gay people to make that
But I'm
statement
not
not exist
homophobic.
because
Not-
you don't
definitely
like,
not
you
me.
don't like gay people.
Listen, I'm turning around this episode.
I mean, maybe,
That
but
deer don't think so.
I mean, you
Yeah, this deer is.
you'd like
He's
well,
judging you.
That
That's why he's
deer-
looking
I keep
right
on
at
forgetting
you.
if there's a
Listen,
fucking deer
the
in between
deer's real
us.
progressive. The deer doesn't have any problem with gay people or
You-
gay deer. It's fine.
What if this deer is very, very like progressive?
It
He's
is.
upset with
He's
everything
probably
that we're talking
disappointed
about.
by you. I mean, the deer wouldn't be
Who do you
mad
think
at
got
me.
him?
Huh?
Who do you think got him?
I think
Me.
a bow. A bow got him.
I think he was acting a little too gay.
Oh Lord.
Because once again, you'd like to eliminate gay people. Because
That's not true.
I
I'm just
mean,
saying. Maybe the deer population is a little bit different. Let's
think-
put ourselves into the mind
of
of
a
the
deer.
deers. Yeah, and they're
with
not,
with
they're
or without
probably
the
not
brain
all
rot
about-
that they get.
What's that?
With or without the parasite they get when they get all weird and
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Where the worms and like their zombie deer.
yeah,
Do you remember that? That was like a thing in like 2022.
it's still a thing.
That-
It just happens to the deer population.
It just happens.
Yeah,
They're
it just
just
ran. It
accepting
just
that like
happen.
every once in a while deers kill themselves.
that doesn't feel correct.
What do you mean?
I don't think there's a brain worm.
Do you not believe in the science?
Did Dr. Fauci say it was okay?
Probably. Probably.
Because I mean, he was wrong about a lot of things.
Has he been in trouble at all?
No,
Has that been a
still-
thing?
he
Even
took his money.
alive.
He took us. He's good, bro. And listen, I can't fault him. He said a bunch of bullshit. People believed it. Run with it, dude. First liar in theory. Whatever.
That's true. That's true.
Dr. Fauci was the country's doctor. He made everybody feel all warm and fuzzy. Just keep your mask on. Things will be good.
He made me feel like I was about to be robbed. He had too much of an Italian accent.
Do you want the deer knowledge?
Huh?
You want the
was he
zombie deer
Jewish?
stuff?
Was Dr. Fauci Jewish? Italians and Jews are a little bit alike.
I kind of
right?
feel like he bothered you because he's gay.
Is he gay too?
I think
He's the trifecta,
I
dude.
think he is
He's
the trifecta
that
things that you
vaccine
hate.
turned
the
him real gay.
trifecta.
He's also not gay. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Is he gay or is he not? You
I
don't
think
know?
he's straight. I think he has a wife.
Does anybody know?
I mean, I think his wife would know.
He was like the guy of AIDS, right?
No, not the same guy.
I thought he was like the main guy with
He
AIDS.
had something with it, but he didn't start it. He wasn't like the guy that got AIDS in a bathhouse.
Maybe that's why he didn't solve it.
Because he didn't like them?
Yeah.
I mean, he helps.
Maybe there's a dark side to Dr. If you're not aware, a dark side to Dr. Fauci.
I mean, there might be.
Dude, we're gonna get sued.
I mean, I haven't said word one about anti-gay people. I mean, you are the one that's just.
I never said
blaspheming
anything about
gay people.
I never said that.
I mean, you don't like gay
At what
people.
point
you
do
want
you
to eliminate
At
them.
what point in your mind did you put 2 and 2 together?
You said, I'd like to eliminate this sentence and get rid of these gays. I mean,
I never said. I said the sentence made me uncomfortable.
Someone's gaslighting you over there.
because the gays make you uncomfortable. Because the sentence was
Are the
about
gays
gays.
gaslighting you, Mike?
Are the gays gaslighting me?
Did you have a
I don't
bad
know. They're
experience?
really pushing. They're really pushing.
They're really pushing.
Like, I've been seeing some shit.
Literally.
They're really
do I
pushing.
want to get to what have you been seeing?
I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of like people on a runway and they're doing like the gay dance.
The gay dance?
Yeah, where they flap their arms and like get down low.
Stand up and show me what that is.
I can't. You know I can't. I'm fat and I'm unathletic.
I don't know what
They
it is.
might think
I
you're
need to
gay,
see it.
Mike. They
I'll-
might think
That's
you're
the thing,
gay.
Brian. He can do it, but he's scared.
He's like, I don't
Because
want to be
people-
gay.
He
The
doesn't
gay
want.
dance. You don't know what the gay dance is?
Nope.
Don't.
It's like
I'm not putting that in my browser history either.
Bro, I don't know what.
We're on Nate's Wi-Fi now.
I don't know what kind of.
please look up the gay dance.
No, I will not look at the dance. I looked up zombie deer stuff.
I don't know what kind of search history you're doing at TikTok that your algorithm has things that you watch, but like I have like videos of dogs doing cool
It was
shit.
because they
like,
were dressed up. It was because they were dressed up as fuck.
Trying to
what
cover
are
it
the-
up now.
No. There was a old show that was on as a kid, Sailor Moon, right?
Oh,
they
Sailor
were dressed up as Sailor Moon, and because I went on a fucking ADHD hole, and
I went down this
they're doing like
wormhole.
these little clippets of like AI with like old shit. So they did like a dark fantasy of that, and I just kept on looking at that, and I was like, that's kind of cool. That reminds me of some other shit, and like
said,
it
"That's pretty
led me down a
gay."
hole. Yeah,
well,
and then next thing I know, I see a whole
Thinking
bunch of
it's
gay
gay.
dudes.
he didn't think it
doing
was
the gay
gay
dance.
because he kept going, and we know that he would have deleted it from his search history if he thought it was gay. I mean,
That's
obviously.
true.
Went
That's
deep
true.
in that hole.
Yeah.
What's
he would
that?
have closed that hole right up.
You went deep in the hole.
Actually, this is how you know I couldn't be gay. I shit myself like 2 weeks ago,
Oh my lord.
and like that was upsetting. Like, usually you only have that like once every couple years.
What,
And, like,
shitting yourself
hold
or
on
just
a
being
second.
upset?
There's like a month. There's like a month of like 2 months after. It's like a Sims character where you have like the.
Did you just compare shitting yourself to The Sims?
no,
Jesus
no.
fuck.
No.
Fuck.
Like you just get the negative emoji that
need-
like you
I
shit
need- I
yourself.
need
Now
to
you're gonna be
back-
sad
I
for a
need-
couple weeks.
I need to backtrack
Go ahead.
and get some clarification.
Yep.
I'm confused.
Hold on. Let me.
What's up?
I have to
But we
process.
know
I'm
we
pro-
know
I'm
that I have
processing it
like
because
horrific stomach problems.
What kind, I'm going to use your word, horrific homophobic theory do you have that means if you shit your pants, it doesn't mean you're opposed to gay people?
What do you mean?
You said, well, I can't be gay. I shit my pants a couple weeks ago. So
I guess gay people don't shit themselves.
how, what kind of homophobic thing are you going to say to compare gay people to that's going to have to do with them shitting themselves?
I'm
Like,
just saying.
I...
If the one hole is unkempt and unclean, you know.
Wait.
Pause for a second. Do we need to like switch over anything? Okay.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying if the one hole is clean and unkept, Like you won't shit yourself, or you'll shit yourself more because you're using
Dude,
it.
imagine. Like, that shit's got to get loose after a while, right? So, like, it's got to become more of a problem.
So
and,
you're,
like,
so you're saying you have a loose hole because you shit yourself?
But imagine if it was even
frequently?
looser, dude. It would be nonstop.
Even looser? You mean even more loose?
I got a tight
You
butthole
don't
right
talk.
now.
So, okay.
And I'm still shitting myself.
Hold on.
Got a tight hole and I'm still shitting.
Also, I don't live by myself, but, like, I had to get rid of, like,
Shitty
I
underwear.
had to get rid of the underwear. And, like, I was
Oh,
about it. It
Lord.
happened
The
in, like, the
evidence.
best possible spot. But, like, I was doing some, like, detective work. I was putting it at the bottom, putting, like, paper towels on it, then throwing it out so, like, nobody would know. Yeah, I was being a little ninja in my house. Nobody could know. Real detective work.
There's no detective work to do because you knew who shit the pants.
I didn't want anybody else finding my shit.
Well, you're not being a detective. You're hiding the evidence. That's not what
exactly.
detectives figure shit out. You're doing some maniacal criminal shit by hiding the evidence.
Yeah.
And also,
The fuck?
I mean,
I guess the moral of the story is I'm saying I still
Don't
have
shit yourself.
That,
That's the
I
moral
still
of the
have
story.
That, for like the next year, I'm gonna have that like little bad Sims emoji over my head, like
The
you
sad
shit yourself
face.
this year. Like this has been a bad year for you. You shit yourself.
and you know,
It happens once every 5 years.
and you have blasphemed gay people and say they all shit themselves.
I didn't say they all shit themselves.
I mean, you said, well, I guess the active gays are shitting themselves in your mind.
they're
basically said
probably
their
much
butthole
more
was very
likely,
loose.
right?
I don't think they're any
Do you
more.
think it's more likely?
I mean, I think if you
I've
have,
heard.
I think if you have like, you know, a firm stool sample, you're not going to shit yourself. I mean,
What
if
do
you
you
get diarrhea, you're going to get diarrhea.
But
Like-
I've heard that like it really loosens them up,
But
and
it's,
like after a while it gets uncontrollable.
What is this? What loosens him up, Mike, that you're not talking about? You won't say it because you're ashamed.
But
butt
here's-
stuff. Butt stuff. Mike doesn't want to talk
I-
about butt stuff.
Maybe I need to get on a gay diet.
I mean,
What, just eating dick?
Yeah, maybe is that is that what
my
keeps
regimen
it,
for the week
is
is
that what
dick.
keeps it together?
Dick and
Is
dick
that-
and
is that
man
what keeps it
stuff.
together?
No, I'm just really bothered by the fact that you are unaware of the fact that, like, regardless of the looseness of the anal cavity, it's the hardness of the stool that causes you to
That's
shit
not
yourself.
true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Okay, like
you're
for
not,
example,
you're not squirting out a huge log. You're squirting out diarrhea, and that's why they're shitting themselves. The looseness of the anal cavity.
listen. I
has
thought it was a
nothing
fart.
to do.
I thought I was going to get away with it, and it was tough.
But it was loose. You had a weak stool sample.
Yeah,
But it's not. But your
I didn't eat Cheerios.
But your
I didn't eat Cheerios.
But what,
Cheerios and coffee.
but what I'm saying though is
My
your
regimen.
anal cavity's tight or looseness had nothing to do with that diarrhea. It's the fact that your stool was loose,
And you just eat shitty.
and the loose stool is created in your bowels, not in your asshole.
So do you think that there's like a gay diet plan that I need to get on?
Fuck.
What are you talking about?
Are you saying because they do butt stuff, they have loose buttholes, so
No.
they just shit themselves?
Yes, that's what he's saying. But he doesn't understand the stool
That's
being
not how that
loose or
works.
firm is
Like,
what
they
causes.
don't eat beans, right?
It does. Listen, you could have the tightest asshole in the world, but if you eat a bunch of Taco Bell and you get diarrhea,
The look
it's
of
going to come out
disappointment on this
fast, and
camera
it's
is
gonna- it
like-
doesn't matter.
We're not going to be able to clip up anything from this episode.
Well, I don't like.
You're the one talking about dudes' buttholes being
gen-
loose.
I'm generally
Oh
concerned
God,
about.
it leans back.
Oh,
leans back.
he's falling
I
in.
broke the chair, dude.
Yeah, don't get too
oh,
comfy.
brother.
I'm generally
Just destroyed
concerned
the set.
about your lack of knowledge
What
of
do you
how
mean?
the firmness of the anal cavity has nothing to do with diarrhea.
It doesn't.
It's the
It's the food you eat
Yes.
and what you put into your
It's the
body.
s- it's
like
the s-
hotheads gives me diarrhea.
It's the firmness.
Hotheads.
It's the firmness or softness of the stool that you're passing through. Your butthole has nothing to do with if you have diarrhea or not.
Also, if you don't drink enough water, you have watery shits because you're dehydrated.
I had somewhere to go from this. Oh yeah, actually, speaking of like,
Oh, here we go.
I think gay dudes know how to
My
diet.
fucking.
Did you see that
Lord.
Nikocado avocado guy?
He faked everybody out. He was
Yeah.
he wasn't even fat the whole time. He was just
Yeah,
posting
so for
old
like
videos.
2 years. So like for like the last, I don't know, 5-8 years, he's just been getting horrifically fat by like, he just like shows himself like eating a fuck ton of food, like an ungodly amount of food, disgusting amount of food. And then he got famous off of that. And ironically, it made him extremely obese. And he just kept on like playing with it. I mean, I think that 90% of his stuff is an act anyway. But then like 2 years ago, he came out with like a video and he's like, yeah, it's all like an act. Like I'm always 2 steps ahead, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, he stopped doing videos from that point. He's just been posting old videos that he's had. And he just just a week ago released like a new video and he's like, what, 102 pounds now? He lost like 200 pounds.
102 pounds? How tall is this man?
He's
probably
gay.
my height. What the fuck?
Okay, Mike. What's the height of a gay man?
Tall enough.
Below 6.
There's no.
We're in shooting range. We're in the firing range.
There's no.
They can hit us. We got to dodge that shit.
There's no over 6 foot gay man.
None in history.
He's 5'6". If you're wondering how tall a gay man is,
He's also not 102 pounds. I don't even know him. He's not 102 pounds.
Dude, he's small.
He's
small.
not 102
He's
pounds.
small.
he lost
small. He
250
looks unhealthy.
pounds.
So I am currently 5'7", maybe 5'8".
Yeah, but you have muscle.
Hold on. I weigh 166 pounds.
You have muscle. He
I
doesn't
could
have
not
any.
lose 64 pounds.
Huh?
I could not lose 64 pounds.
he weighs
You have muscle.
158.
He has
He
none.
weighs 158. So he's almost
from-
my build.
He went from
He's almost
4'11".
my
He's
build,
small.
Mike. He weighs literally 8 pounds less than me. So when we started the show, this Nick guy that is anorexic and is 5'2", 102 pounds weighs the exact same as I did when you
No,
first
and
met
it
me.
seems like he's going to do it all over again. He's just about to go and eat all of that back.
He was 4'11", and now he weighs 158.
He was 4'11".
He weighed
What do you mean he was
411
He weighed
pounds.
411
Oh, I
pounds,
thought
and now
you
he
were
weighs
saying that was his
158.
height.
I knew where you were going.
And he's 5'6".
You weren't keeping up.
What do you mean?
You weren't keeping up, but I knew what Brian was talking about.
I like the idea of a 4'11" guy weighing 300 pounds.
Holy fuck, he'd be dead. That'd be diabetes.
But yeah, so
Barbados.
again, this dude like that you think is anorexic looking it looked like me when I met you.
Well, he looks
No.
anorexic because he was so
I
big
weigh-
in
he
the
has no
clips.
muscle. That's
Again,
the big difference.
I weigh 8 pounds more than that dude, and I'm fat right now. As you pointed out to me that I was getting a little chunky. He pointed this out to me like when I took my hoodie off that I was getting a little chunky. This man to my left.
and
he's right.
The
And you know-
peak of
And listen,
athleticism
you're
over
right.
here.
And I'm going to eat grilled chicken the next couple weeks and lean back out because you were correct to tell me that. I appreciate it because I was already thinking about it, bro.
Listen, you're already in it. I'm not. So I'm
already
in
what?
the hole.
Hmm?
You're not.
I'm no what?
I'm in the hole.
In the hole with what?
The fatness hole, dude.
I'm obviously
It's a long
fat as
way.
well. You
I'm
know,
long ways. It's a long way to Bossing
you
Bay.
noticed my fatness. You noticed it.
Yeah, but like
Mm-hmm.
by the way I said it was because you sit here on the podcast and constantly like, oh, I'm doing all these fucking runs. Look at how fucking
I'm
fit
still
I am.
doing those
I have
things.
all these fucking problems.
I have so many problems. One of them is body dysmorphia,
Body dysmorphia problem.
which you have magnified. So when I get a worse eating disorder after this
That's
episode,
not a real problem.
Body
much do you weigh,
dysmorphia isn't a
Mike?
real problem.
What's that?
How much do you weigh?
Me?
Fucking 210.
And you're what,
Really?
5'6"?
Chubsy wubsy
5'6"?
guy.
Wait a minute. 210.
Yeah, just
I weigh
about.
more than you.
Yeah, but I'm small as fuck.
How tall are
I'm
you?
5'6".
I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
I weigh 230.
You guys are fat.
No, see now the thing is like I have a high body fat percentage.
Same.
Like you could look at my face and be like he's fat. But like you
You're
look at your
fat as
you also
fuck.
have a beard, so you kind of get a little bit of protection.
Yeah, you both.
I can't grow facial
You
hair
probably
for
both
shit.
have soft chins. Yeah.
I have a butt chin. I can wipe my mouth
Yeah,
and my
I
ass
mean-
at the same time.
Speaking of,
I also have no chin.
like, I don't want to body shame either of you two.
No, do it.
I'd
Do
like
it.
to body shame Kamala Harris and Trump actually,
Why?
because did you guys watch the debate?
Yes.
You need to like go do a deep dive. They both have like she had like.
Okay,
double
but
chin
that's
fat.
because she's pot of greed. Have you ever seen the
But hold on.
the card pot of greed? That's Kamala Harris.
But well, I don't know. But I'm saying she had a turkey neck, and listen,
I need to get a cut out of that.
and whatever was going on, I'm
Well,
gonna
it
go.
stopped recording for a second back here.
Oh shit.
But and whatever's going on with Trump's neck, it looked like he had a vagina under his chin, like he had lips and everything, like it's because his fucking skin fat in his neck.
Where did it stop recording? I'm sorry. Hold on.
It just randomly stopped and then it started again.
Okay.
But I might be able to
Really?
save that section and get it back because it pre-records.
I'm just saying, like, well,
So he had a vagina underneath.
it looked
his...
like Brian could pull it up. Like, it looked like he had like a yes underneath his neck, and she had a turkey neck. It was.
He had a vagina.
It looked like yes.
A vagina.
Vagina.
I'm Donald
I mean,
Trump, and I have a vagina.
And yes, it was the most beautiful vagina that
this is the most beautiful vagina anybody's ever seen.
And he's seen a lot of vaginas. He's seen a lot.
Some say it's the best vagina of all time.
I'm not gonna say that.
Look at Kamala Harris. Look at her pot of greed face.
She doesn't even
She
have
doesn't
a vagina.
have
She doesn't even have a vagina on her
She
face.
doesn't have a vagina like I do. All right.
I see it. I see the picture.
Right?
Yeah. It's his neck folds.
Mm-hmm.
It's all at McDonald's.
It's in a weird thing. It's disgusting.
Dude, I saw like a whole bunch of people where they were talking about how he looked horrific, and then like they showed a picture of him and he just looked like himself. They're like, he's sweating bullets, he's got a black eye, and then like they showed a picture of him and it was just just him. Just him chilling.
No, he was
His
bothered
little
because
orange
she questioned his crowd size, which is like questioning his penis size, and he was all bothered by it. Like, they're like, hey, let's ask about the economy because it's going bad. He's like, wait. She said my crowd size was bad. Let's go back and talk about that because everyone cares about how big my crowd size was. Or you could just say, hey, economy's worse than it was.
Do you think that that's comparable to penis size? Do you think that Kamala has a penis?
No.
My fucking lord.
I don't think that.
Crowd size, penis size.
I don't
Same
think she has a penis.
Cool size.
Do you think she has a penis?
I mean, if we're going to, we said that Michelle has one. I don't see why not.
I don't think that Michelle had a penis either.
I think in 20, I guarantee it, in 10 years' time, there's going to be people saying that Kamala had a penis.
There could be, but that doesn't.
It's going to happen. You know what? I actually might be onto something. Any woman of color that is in office will eventually get the penis accusations. I think it's coming down the slope, dude. I think I'm seeing into the future. I'm peering into the void right now. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing I'm seeing an Arabian guy in his little fucking basement taking a video. He's like, Kamala has a penis. You remember that old Joe Biden wake up?
I mean,
Joe Biden wake up.
I guess someone might.
He was ahead of his time, dude. That man was ahead of his time.
I guess someone might say she has a penis, but I don't know. She doesn't look like she's a dude.
No, in 10 years, dude, I'm telling you, dude. It's going to happen.
She's a guy, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm peering into the void. I'm seeing it.
She doesn't look like she's a guy.
I'm just saying.
I'm not voting for
Have you seen her in a sleeveless shirt? Wait until it happens.
I'm not voting for her. I'm also not voting for Trump. But I'm not going to say that she has a penis.
Brian seems upset about this.
Because this is ridiculous. Like,
what do you mean it's ridiculous?
I held my nose like this and shook my head for a minute straight.
We're
talking. Just talking.
Because, like, and I know, like...
They don't see you for a while.
Or no, like...
pulled shit out of the woodwork over here.
I hope that this is satirical, but, like... She's not a dude. Like, she's a terrible candidate.
It's coming down the slope. I'm just saying
she's a terrible candidate, but she doesn't have a penis.
The percentage of women of color being called out for having a penis is already 1 for 1. It's coming down the slope, dude. It's going to be 2 for 2.
Finkel is not Einhorn, and Einhorn is not Finkel.
Now, number one.
Say that again?
Hold on.
What?
You've never watched
It's an Ace Ventura Pet Detective reference.
See?
It's
Okay.
very good.
John's the dude.
Laces out, Dan. But, like...
Laces out, Dan.
I mean, are you just saying politically? That's never happened before? Like, just it's politically? No, a black woman hasn't been said she was the dude? Like, it's politically? Like, what are you saying?
The dude.
I'm saying it's going to happen. It's coming down the slope.
Because, listen, there's lots of white chicks that are MMA fighters that thought had a penis. That girl, that Chris Cyborg, everyone thought she had a penis. And she was more masculine than any of us, but she didn't have a penis. That's
MMA. That's not in a realm where complete retards go on the internet and give their opinions. This is where I dwell, dude. I come out of this area,
bro.
I come out of. I go. Those are my people, and they just go full on retard. Go on the computer and go. Kamala Harris is a penis.
You're
and
telling
we
me,
just spread it around, dude.
You're telling me because these are your people that you don't think that these complete retards talk nonsense about MMA. That's their bread and butter.
No, they don't touch that stuff. No, because no. Here's where you're wrong. All right. You think that they're into any hobbies. They're not. They're not into anything athletic. They sit there, they go on Reddit, and they go on fucking 4chan, and they go, I think that the vice president had a penis.
I'm sure there's a
Is that
Reddit.
another 4chan drop?
Yeah, there's a 4chan drop.
Sounds like a few episodes back.
I'm sure there's a Reddit.
Do you know who Chris Chan is? This is how you know
Chris
how
Chan?
deep down the hole somebody's been. Do you know who Chris Chan is?
No.
He's the most documented man in history. He's since the age of like I want to say 17, he has been documented. More documentary videos have been made on Chris Chan than anything else in this world, and I know too much about it. This is where I come from.
Okay, never mind.
Go ahead. No, say it.
He's in the same group as like Nikocado Avocado and Boogie 2988 in like the YouTube world. Christine Weston Chandler is its name. Was a dude, now a girl.
Yep. He started out extremely conservative, and he was like, gays shouldn't have rights.
He became famous because
he's like a borderline retard.
He first became known for outlandish offline behavior before gaining notoriety.
Notoriety?
Notoriety. I can't talk.
It's all
Notoriety
good,
for
bro.
creating the Sonichu character.
Yeah.
The what?
So he's okay. Listen,
fuck? Hold on.
he's
I gotta do
severely
another Google
autistic. And he thought that it was he thought it was the greatest invention ever, where he would rewrite Sonic into his own like imaginary land.
Oh,
and they all
yep.
became like communists later on.
Oh, it's a Pikachu Sonic. What the fuck? What?
Put, like, a
oh,
fucking
there's
photo
a
of
goth
this.
one with the shit Angelica from Sonic 2 reboot.
Yeah. But he got in trouble
Damn.
for like I think there's accusations that he like raped his mom or something like that.
Holy, what the shit?
Or
I
maybe
didn't see
not
that.
rape. I don't want to say. I don't want to put that out in the world. Maybe he wasn't. I think it was just general incest. I think he got in trouble for incest. But like,
And you have spent
I've
lots of
spent
time.
5 hours
So
just listening to documentaries, and people have put 5-hour
Holy
documentaries on this guy.
fuck.
He's the most documented person in human
It's
history.
got so many different names.
Yeah.
Stephanie
so
Bust Cakes is a good one.
He got arrested recently. I
did.
keep
It's
up
on-
on this
it's
stuff,
on
dude.
YouTube.
And this is the problem. People like me are on these things, and we have nothing better to do.
So
He used to go to My Little Pony conventions.
Yep. He's
Holy
everything that you
what the-
want to be. In
Sorry,
the
I'm
world.
on the Wikipedia for this
no, it's
person.
okay.
Right now.
I mean, I'm just gathering my thoughts on how to say this and not come across like a complete asshole.
Go ahead.
But
go
I mean,
ahead.
I guess that's what we do here.
I mean, we already know that you're homophobic and that you're racist.
I mean, one of us is. Yes, one of us is, definitely is. But like the fact that you know all about that guy and went down a rabbit hole and like that apparently there's lots of people do this. That's why there should be a
Oh.
test before you can vote.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He got in trouble for incest.
Yeah.
Like-
So it wasn't. It was just incest.
Because
There was an incest call.
because instead of spending time learning about things going on in the world, you're
Sometimes you need to keep up with the present, and sometimes you need
if
to
we
look up-
focus more on
Like, are you aware of like the World of Shirts guy?
World of T-shirts.
World of T-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
World of
autistic
T-shirts.
as fuck and
Are
he
you
gets
aware
drunk
of
all the
this guy?
time. and
No.
He's another borderline autistic man.
He's
like,
not borderline. He is.
obviously needs help, but like everybody is just edging him on. He lives in New York City, and he just gets obliterated drunk
Yeah.
every single day. He is a straight up alcoholic, like, and he's pretty much dying in front of our faces. And everybody on like 4chan and Twitter, they're fucking pushing it, dude. Like they're harassing
Is that
him in the
another
streets.
4chan drop I hear?
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna be on a list.
Why? What's wrong with 4? I guess I actually
At least you're
have
not
never
bringing
been
up
on
like
4chan.
B
I'm
on
just-
4chan.
I'm just saying these are 4chan like things. For sure Reddit. For sure Reddit shit. But anyways, like people just go up to him and they steal his hat and then he chases them throughout New York City.
And he freaks the fuck
threatens to
out.
fight people in New York City.
and we watch people watch this.
Yes. Yeah. Like people make updates and like people will track how much he's drinking per day.
He was live streaming on Twitch for a bit.
Yeah.
IRL streaming.
There's another one too, and like he had somebody like shave his head in public. He was they're like the duo of New York City, and like they just both do horrific shit. They get arrested all the time, and like
talking about
nobody's
Daniel
put
Larson?
them in any sort of home.
And this is what you like your generation spends your time.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying I see it. It's in there.
I mean, you've talked about it a lot.
I know.
You've looked at it a lot.
I have seen how horrific it gets, and then I've gone into a hole, dude. And this is the problem. As Brian can tell you, we go into ADHD holes, man. We just keep on. We fall into the
I'm
void,
always in the hole, baby.
and we look around us, and then we're surrounded by by world of t-shirts and fucking Chris Chan and shit.
So like,
and then ironically,
I
somebody
literally had
crawls
no
out
idea
of
who
that
Chris
hole.
Chan was.
Ironically, somebody crawls out of that hole and then says, "I think that the vice president has a penis."
So I know. Now listen.
Listen here.
Technically, birth certificate wise, I was born in 1981.
We're both millennials. How does that make you feel?
I mean, well, I'm going to make a boomer statement, which you're probably going to put on TikTok, and people are going to get mad about it. And I don't care. I listened to all that bullshit, the shit that you're going on ADHD hole or whatever, and I'm going to say, I really don't want to pay for your college. They should never relieve student loan debt if that's what you're doing with your free time. Get a second job.
Okay, well, what do you do?
My God.
What do you do? You're the guy that's
He
sitting here.
ostracizes. That's what he does in his spare time.
Yeah, he has the
That's cool,
audacity to tell me that, and then he says Mitch McConnell is a good guy.
I didn't say he's a good guy.
He said Mitch McConnell a good guy in the same sentence.
Yeah,
I said
Mitch McConnell and a good guy.
First off,
and I'm bad because I know about who Chris
here's
Chan is.
number one. I didn't say. I didn't use.
I know who someone is.
I didn't use the word good. I used the word great because he's a great politician. I don't know what he is as a person because I've never met the man. And just because you look like a turtle doesn't mean you're not a good person. I know you judge people, with Down syndrome and things on 4chan or wherever you go with these things, but I don't know him as a person. But he's a great politician. Is that what the people that you watch look like? The face you're making? I don't.
This is my Mitch McConnell face.
That's Mitch McConnell.
I'm not even looking.
This is my Mitch McConnell.
I mean, then
it looks like that deer.
If we are to say what you're trying to project with your face, is he the most successful one of those people in history?
What do you mean he's the most successful?
The face you're making.
The turtle man. He is the turtle man. He is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
You were turtly enough
you
for
were
the
making
Turtle
the
Club.
face of a man with Down syndrome. Exactly. Yes, you were making the face of a man with it.
I don't know if they'll be actually able to see
Now,
my face.
are you opposed to people?
But that's also oddly close to the Robert Downey Jr. face.
Oh my lord!
Not Robert Downey Jr. Robert De Niro. I mean, they're pretty much the same thing.
I don't get the Robert De Niro love. He's okay.
Try to do a Robert De Niro face.
I don't want.
Try to do a Robert De Niro face.
I don't even know my face.
This is comedy at its peak right now.
I don't fucking know.
Thanks for showing up.
Fuck. I wouldn't say this is comedy. I mean, you know
Comedy
what?
gold.
You know what? It's a tragic comedy. It's some Shakespeare shit. This is where we're going. But yet, I'd rather have you listen to us than look at the shit you were looking at.
Anyways, look up 4chan.
Oh my
Please,
God.
Is 4chan
please,
still a thing?
Please
4chan
don't.
is still a thing.
Please don't look at
Do you
any
remember
of
whenever
these
they were
things.
like convincing people to make bombs?
That's B.
Huh?
It was 4chan B.
4chan B. There's two.
There's all separate fucking parts of
Look at
4chan
that.
you could go to.
You learn something new every day. This is how
B
you
is
start
the
in
bad
hole.
part of 4chan, like with fucking pedophiles and bomb making, and it's literally the worst part of 4chan.
They were trying to. So like, there were people like asking like how to make like an at-home glow stick, and they were
Told them how to
giving
make a
people
bomb.
instructions to make bombs and blow themselves up. Dude, the internet's wild, and that's why Kamala Harris has a penis. To wrap it all up, that's why Kamala Harris has a penis, in some people's eyes.
By the
But
way,
It's gonna happen.
But not your eyes.
I'm Syphilis right now. I'm looking into the
Do you think that
looking
she,
into the future, and I'm
Do you
seeing
think that she has a penis?
I'm seeing a guy, and he's like, I think
That-
Kamala Harris has penis.
Do you think do you think that she has a penis? Let's stop dancing around the subject.
Do I think?
Yes.
No, I'm saying no. But whenever the meme in 10 years comes around and there's a whole bunch of dudes just being like, you know what I think? Come in here, he's gonna pee.
Are those people going to change your opinion?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on board with them.
I'm currently on 4chan, by the way.
You're on 4chan?
Random is B. If you
Random
click on
is
one of
B?
the names, it'll be like 4chan/B. and then there's like not safe for work parts and like adult gifts, torrents, hentai, LGBT, advice, fashion, graphic design. Yeah, there's boards.
Yeah, this is.
If you want to know how to do some
you
weird
need
shit,
to get
go
up
here.
on today's culture. That's what I'm hearing.
There's also a 3D sex advertisement going on right now.
That's crazy.
Fucking what the fuck?
Dude, you're gonna get us fucking caught.
Nuh-uh.
I'm not.
It's
I'm not
completely
involved in
legal
this
to
thing.
go on.
I'm not involved in this 4chan website.
It's just
right
me
now.
back here web surfing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's Croc Dundee.
What's up?
yeah.
We're just talking about 4chan.
You want me to keep the audio
I-
going?
I don't
This
know.
is
It
ironically.
stopped earlier on
This
us.
has got to be the most unhinged one that we've done so far.
It
Oh,
really
the
is. I
battery.
don't
Like,
know
oh,
what the
there's-
fuck
I
you're
only got
talking
camera.
about.
Hi, podcast crew. What is up?
I mean, you are
Camera's
just
still
out
going
of
over here.
control
What do you mean?
with your hatred of gays.
I'm not hitting on
Your
gays.
your
I just wanna
your
take that
lack of
statement
knowledge
back.
of how bowels work.
Where were we? We were talking about 4chan. All right, you were disliking 4chan.
I mean, I'm just like the shit
Hold
that
up.
you're talking about. There, we're just and more so the bowel lack of knowledge on how the human body's bowel system works is very confusing
Yeah.
to me.
I'm confused by you.
How was
You
my
don't wipe your
retard
ass
voice?
good. You talk about people's buttholes being loose because they're gay
Because again,
and having loose stools.
the anal cavity has nothing to do with the firmness of your stool. It is
All right,
just
we're
just the tube.
Back on 4chan. We're back on 4chan.
My
I gotta
fucking
cut all this out.
lord.
Okay. I mean, I'm done with 4chan.
He's done with 4chan. I was
actually-
on 4chan.
I wasn't on board with it at the beginning. I was saying you should be off 4chan and do something better with your time.
That's not what you were saying at all. We were actually talking about.
I bet you if I went
We were
back on
actually
4chan
talking
right now,
about
I could
how-
tell you what Mike gets on.
white women will never actually.
Where all the
become
white
Well,
president.
women
you
at?
were talking about
Where the
that.
white women at?
You were talking about that. And then you were talking about how you're not going to date any more white women because you are prejudiced and you want to better yourself.
Do you think that's how it would work? Do you think that like you get the extra, points, the brownie points? If
No,
you
I
did-
don't think you can not. You can be like, well, I'm not a racist.
So
I
what do I
dated
do?
I
Help
dated a
me.
black girl.
What do I do?
I don't think it's like
Help me
I,
out of this
I
hole.
have a black friend. No, you're still a racist if you have a black friend. It doesn't mean you can still be racist.
How do I get out of this hole?
You have to change your viewpoints.
I did. All right. That's not going to happen.
Well, then you're not going to get out of the hole. I mean, you're not going to get out of the
All
hole.
right. Let's be real. That's not going to
And
happen.
then you are going to continue to be a racist, and that's fine.
No. How do I evolve, John?
You change your
Okay.
opinion.
Okay.
What,
you
into
know,
a better
obviously we're
person,
not-
or-
let's. How would we get a racist to change his ways? Like, let's talk about it. Like,
Do we beat your ass?
do you think that they would have to take the battery out of all of their?
smoke alarms?
Yeah.
I
and then
mean,
they just like the best way to become is to live like.
live like.
My smoke alarm was
What are
beeping
you?
a week ago.
What are you inferring, Mike?
I guess if you have a dead smoke alarm, you're black.
Oh.
Is that's the case? If you have dead
I mean,
batteries,
that's
you
the
smoke alarm?
stereotype from Call of Duty, at least.
And let me just tell you,
I have one in my house.
The
Just
one
let
in
you
my
know.
basement was beeping, and I was like, I got to take the battery out.
No, dude, I let it go. You don't even
Sounds like a
realize it.
basketball
You don't
court.
even realize it, dude.
mine are hardwired into the electric system. So
He's got them fancy
This is,
ones.
Yeah.
this
We're
is what
poors.
happens
We're
whenever you
poors.
hang out with the rich whites over here.
I know.
You get told about how I'm the poor whites racist.
you
the
are
entire
poor,
time.
bro. I mean, you're acting like a poor.
I know.
Really
My entire
poor over
life.
there.
You've been acting like one. You've been auditioning.
I've been all
Been trying out for the role.
You've been auditioning to be a poor. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go start living in abandoned places, dude.
No,
Actually,
then you're gonna be a homeless person.
dude, there's this fucking hilarious YouTube guy. I think his name is like Asian Andy or something like that, or Fat Asian Andy.
No, it's Asian Andy. He
Yeah.
started out on IRL Twitch, and he got kicked off Twitch, so he had to go to YouTube.
Yeah. So this dude, I guess like his family owns a whole bunch of property, and they have this problem.
his
There's
sister's
like
house.
there's this lady that considers herself like a professional squatter.
That's the thing.
I guess like she just like her for 10 years just did nothing but like squat in people's houses. And they get into their area. So his family, like, I don't know if they hire him or if they just tell him, like, hey, could you help us get rid of him? So he just sits there and he streams himself just sitting there for fucking 8 to 10 hours a day, just sitting there smoking weed, just nonstop.
She calls
and,
the
like,
cops.
blaring music.
Calls
just
the
to
cops on the
annoy-
guy that's
Yeah, and
ruining
it's-
it.
Yeah, because
She's
they're
been
forced in
squatting.
the same house together. There's just a wall that separates them.
Because you can squat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He keeps turning the water off on her and shit.
Yeah, like
So
they
she can't
start
use the-
getting into fights over like the fuse box and shit.
He
and
beat
like
the door
cops,
with a broom.
dude for like I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched like the first 2 days, but like they call the cops 4 times a day for a
Yep.
week straight.
The squatters.
Yeah.
Yeah, she calls
because,
like all the time.
And then like after a while, like if she starts losing, she'll start smearing shit all over the walls and just making the house smell. And then she'll leave and be like that's where I left off. She was like, I'm going to leave, but I'm going to keep my rights. And I'm just going to allow homeless people into this house. Like she was like, that was the end, I think.
I kind of love that.
What?
That this guy's just like, well, you're
Yeah,
doing
dude,
a
I
piece of
think
shit.
he
great.
found
I love him.
we need to start looking into this. We might actually I'd be down.
Here's the problem, though.
Just to sit there for 10 hours a day and just make fun of
Here's
somebody.
the problem, though.
What's up?
Like, I would just go bro that dude up. I like
What?
anywhere I go. I like people that I wouldn't even be a dick to that person. I just hang out with them.
So you would hang out with the squatter?
Yeah,
You would invite the squatter in.
the squatter would invite me to hang out with them. I'm very engaging.
This is the judgmental face of
The-
somebody.
Listen, the judge.
You're losing this battle. The whole point is to get rid of them.
But then I wouldn't be the person for that job.
What?
I wouldn't be the person to do that. I couldn't get rid of the person. I would engage the person and befriend them.
So what would be your strategy if you're
It
their
wouldn't.
friend?
I would probably hire someone to get rid of the squatter. I wouldn't do it. Listen, you can't drop me in a social situation. I'm gonna make friends, like, and talk to people because I ask questions. So, like, whatever.
Why are you being friends with a fucking retard? A professional retard.
I mean, it's not my place to judge them. I know you're very judgmental.
Bold of you to a judge that they're a professional.
Yeah, you're very judgmental. Maybe I want
Do
another
you think
story.
I'm a professional retard?
Yes.
I mean, we don't make any money for this.
They call me the professional.
I mean,
That's why.
if we get paid for this, yes.
I don't know. They call me the professional.
We'll get you the treatments you need.
me and my homeboy John, we're gonna talk about all of the racist things in the world.
Only Mike will.
Yep.
I mean, you're pretty racist.
Kamala Harris has a penis. Yeah, we're saying it here. Shout out.
She does.
I'm not saying it. Mike's saying
She
it.
does not have a penis.
Shout out. Kamala Harris has a penis.
Michelle
yes.
Obama doesn't have a penis.
I was getting really close to doing a Borat right there.
I mean, you can say whatever racist thing you want to say.
I actually like that idea of just being I'm a professional retard.
It doesn't shield you from the fact that you're racist because you're retarded. Like, you can't use that as a shield. You can be like, wow,
Dude, have you seen like those videos?
I-
Have you seen the videos of like where a dude? We need to do like some sort of Patreon thing where I'm not saying this shit live because I go a little too close to the edge sometimes. But
You
anyways,
fly really close to the sun sometimes.
yeah, I
It's rough.
get in there. But anyways, dude, have you seen like there's like videos of like the highest IQ on Earth, and the dude is like kind of retarded, but he's also like a horrific racist.
Now,
So
now,
Yeah, he's.
before you ask this question,
He said,
you knew,
I can't hang around those synagogues. They'll take all my money.
You knew.
They'll take all my. I can't.
Why are you
I have a lot of
impersonating
change in my
yourself?
pocket. They'll hear me coming.
You knew that.
What's up, player?
You know I haven't seen this.
I'm a cool
you know,
retard.
you know that I haven't seen this. You're aware. There's zero doubt in your mind that I've seen this that you're talking about. I've not seen this.
I've not seen it either.
I have no desire to see your Robert De Niro as a
No,
retarded racist. Like, I'm not interested in that.
Fucking Robert.
I
De
mean,
Niro.
He got mad.
I don't know.
No, he got mad because like he was trying to fuck a chick that was like a lesbian, and he was like, being a lesbian's wrong.
Is that what Robert De Niro
And he
sounds
had
like?
like the
Holy
highest
fuck.
IQ. Yeah, what did Robert De Niro do in New York that a lot of people are upset with him? I'm sorry, that was a complete change of
Exist?
topic.
What did Robert De Niro do?
My favorite part about this podcast is just leaving John in the dust.
Yeah, you get pretty stupid sometimes.
I mean, I guess I'm in the dust. Because I don't think anyone knows what the fuck you're talking about.
That's not true.
I mean, the deer certainly doesn't.
He
That
knows
deer's
what's up.
silently judging you.
What are we naming him?
I don't know.
What are we
Hector.
naming him?
You probably want to name it something racist.
No, I don't.
I named him Hector.
Hector, I like Hector.
Oh, Mike.
We
Mike might not like that because it's fucking Puerto Rican.
Yeah, it's a brown person. We gotta get him a chain though.
A
Get him like a
chain.
we'll get him like a
Mr.
freaking
like a
Flavor
Mr.
Flav
T,
clock.
like a Mr. T chain.
If a bunch of people get offended by it and like they'll tell me, I'm just gonna start blurring it out.
Learn out the deer.
Yeah, like if people get offended or like if
Why
I
do
put
you
this
think
shit
people
up,
are gonna get offended? by
people
this?
will get offended.
No, they will not.
People will get offended.
Because we have a deer.
Yes,
Why?
dude. I grew up in Jersey.
Okay,
no
what's
one's
that mean?
going.
People from Jersey
No one's
suck.
going to get offended by that.
Everybody that has lived there their entire life is gonna get offended.
If we
Guarantee it.
Mike,
well,
did you hear me?
What?
I said people from Jersey suck.
People from Jersey.
I hate
yeah, I know.
people from Jersey.
That's how I became a professional retard.
Oh my
So
fucking
we film
lord.
a podcast pretty much every other weekend. So you post videos, like you'll post this like in a month or something like that.
Yeah. We're shortening the time.
So I
For
will.
sure.
So you let me know when you're going to post the video, and I will bring a crisp $20 bill. And if someone has been
Somebody gets offended.
I will give you that $20 bill.
What if? All right, this is gonna be a bad test episode. But if it gets taken down, like what if I find like the most tame thing I've said with this in the middle?
I need one comment of someone being offended.
Hey, but the
Okay.
thing is, what if they're just offended by your comment and not the deer?
That's what I'm saying.
But if someone makes a comment about this deer, I will give him a crisp $20 bill.
I have been well behaved this episode. I've not said anything
You really
crazy.
have.
That is not true.
You really have, Brian. I'm proud of you.
Come on, lay it on me, Mike. What did I say?
You said before this actually went live, he was talking about
Here we
how,
go again. False
He was talking
accusations.
about how the gas chambers actually weren't that
Oh
effective.
my fucking god!
and that
no.
there was something better than Cyclone B, and it was mustard gas, and they could have used that, but they took the cheap route.
Was this before I got here? He was
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
I
this
this?
literally
is
just
before
looked at
you
the
got
camera
here.
and shook my head because none of that was ever
Okay.
said.
I mean,
I don't even know what Cyclone B is.
Well,
It's-
that's
I
what they
think it's
used.
on- I think it's
Yeah,
on-
how do you not
See,
know?
I didn't even fucking know that. So how could it be a Holocaust denier?
Maybe you just need to learn more about the
Maybe it's
worst
them damn
possible thing that
books.
happened in human history.
I think he saw it on 4chan or one of those places. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
I actually have never gone on to 4chan.
Here we go.
I know
You talk
a lot
about it a lot for
4chan.
somebody that's never been on
I know
it.
a lot
You have not
about
been
it.
traumatized
That's
since you've been
because,
on
like,
there.
That's because I'm on the outer edge. I look into that and
I've been
I
on the
say
dark
I don't
web.
like what's happening in there, but I'm gonna see the greatness that comes out.
I kind of think that you have been on there.
I've been on the dark web.
You have, dude. Fuck that. I wouldn't even touch that
I
with
mean-
a 5-foot pole.
Some crazy stuff on there.
What did you see,
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
I used to see
Like what?
stuff that's usually on the dark web, not even on the dark web before.
dude? So like, you
Like
know
rotten.com
like
and
how
stuff.
how much time do we have before I like really go?
It's currently we're at an hour and 2 minutes.
An hour and two. Okay, so we could probably go into this. Fucking.
Okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? Do you like
you
to
remember-
mic
do
drop,
you remember,
baby?
like-
Where do you want to mic drop this at?
Do you remember like where a couple weeks ago they were like, "Oh yeah, a whole bunch of Social Security shit has been leaked,
I heard about that.
like 8 million or some shit like
Yeah.
that, like a significant
They
portion."
apparently leaked something with my name on it, but it was the wrong address. And it was-
Really?
yeah, my
How do
buddy
you know?
sent me it because my buddy he does like IT shit, and he sent me a thing, but it was my dad's address with the wrong social security number and the wrong phone number. But they did leak it. But it was the correct address.
Yeah. But people will get that, and it'll end up on like the dark web. And now I've never been to the dark web. I've seen
Yeah,
videos
people
of
pay
people
for people's
doing
social
it.
security numbers.
Yeah. You could pay for people's Social Security numbers and credit cards. How you're paying for this, I have no fucking clue. Because I would
Bitcoin.
I would never touch that with a 20-foot fucking
Bitcoin.
pole.
That's the
They're paying
currency of
with
the dark
Bitcoin?
web. The Bitcoin. Yep.
How do you transfer Bitcoin? They'll have
It's
to know
untra-
your account.
No, it's untraceable. You can literally just have a Bitcoin account that you put. You could have like Cash App and stuff. They have a section where you could take your actual money and buy Bitcoin with it.
Is it only Bitcoin or is it other kinds of coins like Dogecoin, like shit coins?
No,
and
it's-
I
stuff
don't
like
think
that?
that any of
It's
those are
just-
actually real anymore.
No,
I
it's
think
all
Bitcoin's the only one that's
Well,
it's
survived.
all Bitcoin because it's
still a thing,
untraceable.
though?
I mean, hold on a second. I think Dogecoin's still a thing. I made a bad
Is
choice a while
Bitcoin-
ago.
Is Bitcoin? You put you put thousands of
I made a
dollars
bad
into
investment.
Dogecoin.
Let me find out and see what it's
Did
worth
you
right now.
tell me you did this? Tell me you
Let me
put
find-
thousands.
Well, I'm gonna pull up here. I'm gonna see what I got, and then I'm gonna tell you how much I invested and tell you where I'm at.
But Is
So my current investment from 2020, when I got it, fear of missing out, little FOMO, is
and I'm the professional retard.
Well, I mean, I've had a lot of other successful investments, but I can say this is by far the worst investment decision I've ever made.
Yep.
I'm
looking at it right now.
So my current investment is sitting at $454.32. And
That's not the worst.
That's all in Dogecoin. Well, that's what it's currently sitting at.
Dogecoin's
What
only
did you buy it for?
0.11 cents
Do
of the
you want
US
to have
dollar.
a guess at what? Do you want to know what I bought it at, or do you want to know how much money I have into it?
How much money did you put it into it?
How much money do you think I put into it?
If it's 400 now, I'm assuming that it's lost 50% of its profits. So I'm going to say 1,000.
$2,500.
Okay.
So I am currently down $2,000, but I have not lost the money because
From the market explosion that happened with Dogecoin.
Now here's the thing: I was up $1,700
And you didn't pull it out then?
before Elon Musk.
You said I was going to ride this
before
wave.
Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live and said it was fake money.
Yep. I seen it.
And my friend told me, get out. And I'm like, nah, Elon Musk going on. It's gonna boost it. It's gonna get higher.
I blame Elon Musk
But-
for bringing down my investment into Dogecoin.
But here's the thing.
It was the wave that was going to take over the
haven't lost it,
entire market.
But the good news is, and this is good news, we're talking about shit coins. I also invested a little bit of money in Shiba coin, which is like
The fuck is Shiba
it's
coin?
junior Bitcoin. It's another dog coin, crypto coin. And my investment in that is actually up about $1,200. So I'm really only down.
How much money do you have that you're just throwing around?
I mean,
2,700.
at the time I had $4,000 I was playing with.
I can't even. I'm ironically.
$4,000.
Yeah, ironically, I am significantly. I actually come from a generation of.
Are you a
So-
slow
Hold
mobster?
on.
I come from Eastern Europe,
So
and I'm actually just a
hold on.
little bit.
You
of
had
Jewish.
the same chance to invest. Mike,
and I can't let go of
He's talking all
$100.
kinds of craziness. It was in 2020. You had the same chance to invest money that I did. Money fell from the sky. The government was giving you money. I didn't need the money they were giving me, so I used it to invest in things. Some things in the market made me a bunch of money.
No, I just saved money. I was an idiot. I was one of those idiots that was like, oh, dude, all you need to do is like save a whole bunch of money.
Well, here's the thing.
Like you save a whole bunch of money for a down payment on a house,
If you
and then I turned around and that shit doubled by the time that I fucking paid.
if you invested in the stock market, you did make a bunch of money. If you didn't do anything with it, you're better
I
than me.
pulled it out during the invasion of Ukraine because I was like, this world's probably gonna get nuked. I don't,
Panic
like,
mode.
Yeah.
What did you
like,
pull it out for, though? Like, what's the reason?
Huh?
Like, how is it better to have it out of the market?
I thought that the economy was gonna collapse. I thought that was gonna blow up a lot.
And then you thought your
faster
money would be
than it
worth a lot
actually
more
did.
if you had it in.
Huh?
And then you thought your money would be worth a lot more?
I just didn't think that I thought that everything was going to tank.
I mean, I guess this is the thing.
I thought that the second that happened, that there was going to be a huge divide, and once that divide happened, a lot of international companies were going to tank.
Here's the thing. So I'm going to give like some, I guess, life advice because I'm a little older. Did you need the money?
Huh? No.
So my advice would be like,
I thought that the fucking, but listen, I had a prediction. I was looking into the future, and I said, man, I thought that World War III was about to happen, and we were 110% going to lose every single like globalistic fucking company that there is.
But
So
unless
that's
they actually go
fucking
bankrupt,
Amazon, Walmart.
unless they actually go bankrupt,
What do you mean?
unless they actually cease to exist.
You're telling me that if a legitimate hot war happened, all of these fucking
Amazon's
companies
not
that
going away.
how much fucking shit do you think that they have in
They're not
non-friendly countries?
They're not going away. And here's the thing: is like they're going
No,
to
dude,
rebuild.
their fucking stock would shit the bed.
It would shit the bed. But that's why I'm asking: do you need the money? If you don't need the money, all that money in the stock market is fake. Like, and you need to view it as such, and you will make money. If you get scared and take it out, you will lose money.
Why am I listening to the guy that does Dogecoin right now?
because my stock portfolio is much nicer, and I could and you can take the Dogecoin hit, and it doesn't matter.
This is the gayest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. You just said your stock market portfolio.
Yes, it's diverse in different things. And
That's not gay. That's very
It's
smart.
gay. It's gay.
I mean, yes,
You think
Thinking
everything
ahead
is
is
gay.
yes, thinking ahead and making sure you're comfortable.
Thinking is gay.
Thinking ahead and investing because you don't believe the government's going to have Social Security for you when you get old is so gay. It's the most gay.
So gay.
I actually I didn't do this. My dad did this. So when my dad was when he got into college, he wrote the government, the Social Security office, a letter and asked that if he could opt out of Social Security and invest his own money, and they told him no because he didn't trust the way they invested money.
I mean, that's literally how it is. I mean,
But here's the thing, but the bad thing is they had to tell him no because most people can't invest money correctly and they make bad choices, like buying Dogecoin. So they need to have a safety net. But I made better choices. But I'm saying
yeah, but it's a fucking house of cards, dude. All that would have to happen is what we think of as global society. Once that's fucked, I mean, a significant amount of American companies are going to shit the bed. Because think about it. All right, let's think about it. Let's think about it for 5 seconds. All right, Apple. How much of their actual components and actually making shit happens in the United States?
Listen, I'm not saying there's going to be a terrible, terrible downturn, but it's only a loss.
No, dude, it would shit. It would shit itself.
but-
it would. All these companies would lose billions of dollars overnight.
And
this is before the stock market even
But here's
happens.
the thing, though. Here's the thing. Unless that company actually goes bankrupt, let's say they fall down, their stock drops super low, right? And your money goes down to my Dogecoin, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as Dogecoin's around and that company's around, there's a chance they can rebound. That Dogecoin can go back up. Like Apple could the people that run Apple aren't stupid. They could rebuild and then your money's, and if you have some money in cash and you buy at the bottom of the market, it's going to be worth more. You need to view that money like it's not real. You can't freak out about it. You need to let it ebb and flow. If you invested money in index funds in 2000 and let the market ride, let's say you invest $100, you'd be a multi-millionaire just by riding the index funds, because the market in the end only goes up over time. Ups and downs. You have to live with the downs. Don't be dumb about it. Ride the money out. Just if you don't need the money, don't fucking touch it. Let it grow itself.
But that's not how it always happens, because
If you go
there's
along the
people
term, it
like
does.
me that are not there.
That's
We know
why.
that.
Well, no,
There's a bunch of people like me that go on there and influence this every once in a while now.
but that's why I ask you. Did you need the money? If you don't need the money, put it away and don't look at it, and come back in 20 years, and it will be vastly more valuable. And if it is not,
if it doesn't fucking shit the bed,
if
it's one of the 20 that didn't collapse, yes, you're
historically,
doing
it doesn't
phenomenal.
shit the bed unless you're getting something stupid. If you invest in
All right, what are you investing in?
I invested in Walmart. I'm invested in Microsoft.
So you don't see anything in the future that could possibly destroy Walmart?
No, I do not.
Nothing.
Because the online stuff is strong, and the Wallens have tons of money. They have Sam's Club. That's a win.
So you don't think that if anybody were to just cut Walmart out and they just completely fucking got rid of the middleman of Walmart and it was completely online, there was no way that Walmart could fail?
There's the people at Walmart have enough money.
Or if another company just so happened to just run off of another
the people
run off of a completely different
the people at
style, and
Walmart
it's
have
we're
enough
not
money.
Walmart.
Walmart's
a little
not,
bit like Target.
Walmart's not going anywhere. Also,
No.
Also,
every company will fail.
let me take it a step further, because Walmart, whatever the real, big war on tobacco. I own a shit ton of Philip Morris stock too.
I don't know who that is.
They're the biggest tobacco manufacturer in the U.S. You
Why
smoke
are you?
cigarettes.
I like the idea of you being like a southern man. You're like, I put all my money into the tobacco industry.
You should,
Okay, Foghorn Leghorn.
hold on, yeah, but let me tell you what, and you can make fun of me all you want, but people can listen to this podcast and actually take this, and if they don't take the money out, can make an investment in this. So Philip Morris is it's considered a blue chip stock. So they give a dividend because they're not inventing any new technology. The cigarettes are there, right? So every year, for however much money you own in Philip Morris in stock, they pay a 5.9% dividend. So they're going to give you basically a little bit over 5% for owning their stock. They're just going to give you money for owning their stock. So if you own $100 $100,000 in Philip Morris stock. Every year, Philip Morris is going to give you $5,000 just for owning their stock. Now, that's nice in general. But here's the thing. If the country legalizes marijuana, listen to me, legalize marijuana, who has the infrastructure to fucking do the marijuana? Philip Morris does. They'll get the contract, and that stock will double or triple in price. But if it doesn't, you're still getting 5.9% on your money, which is better than you're getting for a fucking money market account at the bank.
Where did all this? Why do you have all this knowledge on this shit? Like,
'Cause John
I thought
is
that we were
fucking
just
smart.
two broke dudes. I thought that we were just two broke dudes.
No, because like you need to work smarter, not harder. And people
He's not
aren't
wrong.
and people aren't taught about like money and like at schools. It's stupid. Like if you have some money, like and you have to treat it like it's fake money. Like it's not. It's numbers on a fucking screen, and it will grow. You can't freak out and take it out. And if you want something, you don't have to buy to me. Like you don't need to like buy things right away. It's crazy.
But I don't know what to do with. I kind of know some of this information because I kind of like dabbled in it.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said, I was like, the world's gonna end.
Then you got out. Yeah, but you shouldn't have got out because the world. There's going to be some kind of form of business no matter what. I mean, unless we go into like some kind of crazy communist rule. But at that point,
It's not that. No,
But at that point, it doesn't matter. So, like, if the world ends or whatever, like we go into a zombie apocalypse, the money doesn't matter. But I mean, it doesn't matter
I thought
either
that
way.
nuclear warfare was a real possibility.
But the thing is, you're still gonna have businesses though. There's still gonna be businesses though if you have nuclear warfare. Like, there'll be businesses. They're not going anywhere.
Very nice. Yes.
So I'm just saying, like, you need to just let the money ride, and you'll make money.
Mhm.
But also, research what you're investing. Don't fucking invest in like.
Yeah, I got Coca.
Don't invest in Dogecoin.
Whenever I did it, I did Coca-Cola, Tesla.
Tesla was great. And you got rid.
Yeah, I got rid of it.
Tesla tripled.
I had a.
They split three
I had
fucking
a share
times.
in it. I just had one full share.
They split 3 times, which is unheard of.
Mm-hmm. And this was in 2022. So whatever's happened since then.
Which is why, I mean, Elon Musk is a fucking genius. Like, for the longest time, they didn't make any money.
That's my boy.
They didn't make money.
Oh my God.
That's my boy,
They didn't make any.
Elon.
They didn't make any money. Your Down syndrome buddy didn't make any money on selling cars. They got all the government credits for electric vehicles and sold them to other companies. They made their money selling.
Is that really how they did?
Mm-hmm. You can look it up.
I mean, I've been seeing a lot more Teslas on the road, dude. They're out. Like, I hear a lot of people talk mad shit about them, but like, dude, I see like it's now almost become a almost daily event to see a Tesla.
So here's the thing: if you don't drive a lot of miles a week, Tesla's a good choice.
The only thing I have now here's the thing. I also don't know if this is propaganda from the other side. These are the fucking
side. What other side?
The propaganda of people that
What side?
There's a significant amount of people that just hate electric cars for no apparent
older
reason.
people. Scared
And they
of it.
were like, so like they'll just lie about stuff. Like they'll say like, oh yeah, but there's too many holes. Like the fucking there. So you know how like in cars they'll have like the gaps in between the panels. They're
Yeah.
like the panels they're too far apart, and it's like I don't know like where this is coming from, and like I feel like you're lying to me. And like they'll be like, oh man, like 10% of their cars blow up on the road, and it's like I don't know if that's real.
No, it's not 10%. Like they're blown up.
And then like
A lot of them caught fire, yes.
yeah, and then they'll say like, oh, but the battery has to be changed every 5 years, and that's like $20,000.
But
I'm
here's
like,
the thing.
I don't know where you're getting this information, and like, how come I'm only hearing it from people that hate these versus people that are like that really like it, that aren't like, hey, just to let you know, like
So
this is a problem.
Here's the thing. Like
I have heard of like if you're planning on going on like a $200 mile per hour like not mile per hour
Mile trip, yes.
like expect to do like a 20-minute layover.
So I work in automotive. Lots of people have more Teslas. I'm seeing them more. And the first question I always ask, because I probably put 400, 500 miles a week on my car just back and forth playing basketball, going to work, doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's about a tank of gas for me with my Toyota. A Tesla at its max charge is 351 miles per charge, which is not bad. However, people have told me that's the best case scenario. Like if the weather conditions are, if you get a cold snap, take 100 miles off that. So like it wouldn't make sense for me
It
because
wouldn't make sense here.
But I mean, if you don't
If
do
you
that,
have a garage, I guess it makes
if you don't
sense.
do that much driving, right? Let's say you're an old lady that goes to groceries and goes to church. Tesla's great for her because she's only charge you like once every month. But like if you're putting miles in there, it's not good right here. Now, if you were in the city, there's charging stations everywhere. It could make sense. But also there's, because also, like, I guess like some Teslas, like you got free lifetime charges at any of the charging ports, like sheets and stuff like that. That saves a bunch of money. If you charge your house, it's a different thing because the electric bill. But like if you're not doing a lot of driving, a Tesla makes sense. I mean, and yes, there's been one that's caught fire, but it made the news not because they're happening all the time. It made the news because it was weird. It's like if you see a talking dog, it's making news because the dog's fucking talking. It's impressive. If you have 12 talking dogs, it stops making the news.
I think the only reason that I would actually want a Tesla is that like you can program anything as like the horn, and I think we all
That's
know.
pretty gay.
I think we all know what I would choose.
I don't.
I didn't even get a giggle.
I think we all know what I would choose.
I don't, and I'm already disappointed in you
Why?
because it's going to be something disappointing.
Probably gonna be a fart sound or something.
No, it'll
It'll be something gay.
Beep, please. Every time that somebody anybody's in my way,
That's
it'll
pretty
be
gay.
beep, please. Just hey,
Just bitch,
get
please.
out of my way.
You lost me.
Just bitch, please.
No,
I got lost at the
like,
beginning.
like the big N.
Whoa! You racist son of a bitch. He's gonna put it with the hard R too.
No, that's too far. That's too far. No,
Is it? Is it too far? Oh, too far for your standards, eh?
Yeah. So like we were
like if
saying.
anybody's like walking too slow across the road, you could hit them with that.
So like we were
They'll
saying.
be like, oh
so,
God.
So
Or
like,
like maybe it'll make a dude's day, like a white guy's day. He's
Oh,
like, oh yeah,
a fellow
dude.
racist day.
a fellow racist.
No,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make it racist. I'm here
You've
to.
already made it racist.
No. I'm just saying I'm getting every white guy's fantasy of being called that.
Not every white guy.
Every white guy. You really?
No.
Really? You've never had a dude call you that? Like, and then you're like,
I play
yeah,
basketball all
dude.
the time. I get called that a lot.
Yeah, and then what do you feel? Do you
I don't
feel
care.
euphoria?
I don't care.
Bullshit.
I don't-
Brian, back me up here.
I don't care.
No, because you're just racist.
I
This
don't
isn't-
care.
Dude, I'm telling you a normal thing.
I don't
that is
ever get called that word, so
I've been called it.
yeah,
I have,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
but I don't-
And
I
it
didn't-
feels
I didn't-
I didn't feel
phenomenal.
empowered. I didn't
feels
feel high and
phenomenal.
mighty.
No, this isn't Malibu's Most Wanted.
I felt
It's
pretty
also
white.
mainly because I go and pretend to be a black person on Twitter.
and scene.
No, and what?
And scene.
said
He was gonna
insane.
end the episode there, which I mean, fuck.
Mike's going off the deep end. Better cut him off now.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm going off the deep end?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm keeping it real.
Keeping it real racist.
I'm keeping it real, player.
This is what happens when keeping it real goes wrong.
This is what happens when we don't
keeping
see
it
each other
real,
for a
player.
while.
What's
Oh my
up?
God.
This is what happens when we don't see each other for a while. Mike just gets more racist.
Yeah, like
That's not true.
I like to think
That's
I
not
like
true.
I like to think of myself as an intellectual.
I like to branch out a little bit.
I
Yeah.
like to think, and maybe this is like validating my opinion
Maybe I've been reading too many
that
books.
like our
What,
time
Mein Kampf?
that our time together has helped you and made you a little less of who you are. But as and now I haven't seen you in a month, and I feel like you're worse than ever.
I agree.
I actually disagree.
You're the
I've
racist.
been reading a lot of books lately.
Did you read my book?
Your book?
Yeah,
No,
I
I have
published
not.
it
I have
out
not.
there.
Actually,
Hey,
where can I
John,
find
do you
that?
wanna
Where can I
plug your
find this
book?
book? Yeah, where can I find this book?
You can just Google, you just Amazon John Kish. It's like the first thing
What's
that comes
the
up.
fucking name of it? God damn, dude, do a promotion for 5 seconds.
I don't even remember. It's like AJ 2000, the November Project, because like the name was like whatever. Because like it was a story about like my mom growing up and shit like that. Like it's
What's the
kinda,
name of it?
AJ 2000, the November Project, because my mom died in November.
Mhm.
But like it was just like me, like I did it because like the past 4 years, like for my dad's birthday, I've got him some ridiculous gift.
Mhm.
Like 3 years ago, I got him a bobblehead of him mowing a lawn and gave him like the Yardman of the Year award. 2 years ago, I got him a commissioned oil painting of him riding a horse. Like it was huge, like 3 foot by 6 foot. It's humongous. Last year, I put his face on a billboard for his birthday for a month. And then I'm like, well, how the fuck am I going to top this billboard? But like the dude turned fucking 70 this year. So I'm like, I guess I'll write him a book and publish it.
I have the name of it. It is 2000 AJ, the November
Yeah, 'cause
project.
my mom's
They have a Kindle
2000
edition.
AJ?
Yeah, and after Gene AJ, it was kind of like
Find it on Amazon,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
$4.99
But yeah, I've been reading too
for
many
Kindle.
too many
the,
books.
The publish is
15 for
$14.99.
paperback.
It's and let me say like I wrote it like thinking it'd be kind of like a gag gift because like like I was like hey like I'm gonna write this book like it's be joke my dad like the Billboard Bill Paying's funny and like first off it's fucking hard to write 100 and some pages like it's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how difficult it would be. But then it was like real cathartic. Like it was shit about like me, how I was an asshole growing up to, like to my dad and my mom. I just didn't respect all the great things I had in my life. And like when I finished it, like the last chapter, it's just me. It's just like the fucking eulogy I gave at the funeral. It was kind of fucking cathartic, honestly. So like it was a cool book to write. And like I don't think I'm ever writing another book. It was too much for me. Because again, like I kept writing it and Cam and I would talk about it. It's like I think I need more stuff. And it's like, fuck, I don't have any more. And like, we got to keep, but because I wrote it on the elliptical. I worked out the whole time I wrote it. But it was,
really?
Yeah, like I did it all on the elliptical. Fucking had my keyboard up there in elliptical and listen to music.
You're typing as you're running?
Typing and listening to music, yeah. Like, well, elliptical, it's stationary.
Do you
like,
have this at your house?
yeah, like, so I work out every morning. I have an elliptical, like a health club quality elliptical in my basement. I'll watch a movie or write or read stuff all for like an hour, 2 hours every morning.
Okay.
But yeah, so but the book was super cool. Like, I mean, it was helpful for me. I don't know if it'll help anybody else or not, but like, if you were like, it's dealing with loss and shit like that. It was kind of wild.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty dope. I mean, not necessarily the books I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking more about like historical
I mean, listen,
books.
my history.
What?
My history.
Oh, that's true.
It was
That's
me
true.
growing
That's
up,
true.
being an asshole in the
yeah.
2000s. Having mental breakdowns because my
Yeah,
friends
the
didn't eat my
fucking
mom's hot dogs and shit
2000s.
like that.
Eating your mom's hot dogs?
Oh my god! So like, yeah, I guess I could tell this story real quick. So like when
This
I
is-
was like,
actually, what time are we at? Just so we know. This will probably be the
it's
last
just an
thing.
hour and 26.
yeah,
yeah.
we should be, and so
Hey, there's
like
a
when
bee
I was
over
in
here.
like 5th or 6th grade,
Hi,
like
bee.
I was a super mama's boy. Like my mom, my only child, she like spoiled the fuck out of me because she had lupus. She was gonna die. Like so she had like an expiration date, which is
She had
crazy.
lupus?
She had lupus since I was in like 3rd grade, and like
What is that? What's
it's like an
lupus?
autoimmune disease, just like not one of the famous ones, but fucks you up when you take prednisone and gets you like real.
Oh, it's not like
No,
it's not like she's loopy. Like
no,
she's-
it's not.
it's not like a drunk thing.
No,
Okay.
that's not drugs. I mean, the prednisone made her kind of loopy, but no,
Prednisone.
that's what she was on.
Okay,
for, like,
okay.
thing. But so like, it's a steroid. But so like when I was in 3rd grade, they told my mom like there was 0 chance that she would like see me graduate high school. They told her like there's no way she'd see it, and she was basically like, "Fuck y'all, I'm gonna see him graduate high school." So, but along the way though, she spoiled the fuck out of me. I got whatever I wanted. Like I towed a sports car, like I rolled it on the interstate, and she told my dad to go back to work and leave me alone. Like she didn't even give a shit because I got whatever I wanted. But like so in like 5th grade, like I had friends over and she made like these hot dogs and my friends would eat them, and I had like apparently like a mental breakdown because I thought they were like insulting my mom and
Mhm.
had like a meltdown about it. But it's funny that story because like my friends would always pick on me about it. But when I did the eulogy, all my friends were there. I fucking name dropped that thing in the eulogy about I'm not eating your hot dogs. They were fucking laughing like at the fucking funeral and shit like that. But like no, so like yeah, but I was super spoiled and like I had a meltdown because they wouldn't eat the food that she prepared, which is wild to think about now. But I was a pussy back then.
I mean, not really. I mean,
No, I was. That part, the story
What-
wasn't. But I mean, I cried
but
about
like,
lots of
what
stuff.
was wrong with the hot dogs?
They just didn't want them. They weren't hungry.
The
at
hot
time.
dogs.
How dare they?
What was wrong with the hot dogs?
That's what
They-
you said.
They weren't hungry, bro. They weren't hungry.
The hot
And-
dogs.
I mean, if you would have seen me back there, I was eating nonstop. I was like 205 pounds. So like, obviously, I would eat them, but whatever.
All right.
But yeah, so I don't think that story made the book. Maybe it did. I don't know. Also, fun thing about the story, gave it to my dad, signed the copy for him. His first critique was, you swear too much in the book.
That's dude. Speaking of that, my fucking mom will watch episodes of
Yeah.
this, dude, and she'll just be like,
How
"Why
dare
are
you talk about your
cursing so
mother
much?"
like that just now? My fucking mom. You just
Because-
talking about cursing. You're
because
talking
I
about
tell
your
her,
fucking mom.
I tell her to not watch this. Like
Yeah,
I
there's a
say
lot of
horrific
cursing.
things. I like.
It's a lot
I
of
came in
swears.
one day and she just had it on like the big TV, and I was like,
how
"Oh
does,
my
how
god!"
does she feel
dude.
about it? What did she say?
She's not happy.
She said, "You're a
She's
fucking
upset.
embarrassment,
She said-
Michael."
like obviously she likes
Yeah.
the episode with my brother,
Yeah.
but like she's not happy about the things I'm saying. She's like, I understand, but
She said, "The one with the Holocaust boy, not okay."
she specifically likes whenever we talk about like sexual shit.
She likes
Which
that?
I mean, I talk.
Wait, she likes that?
She dislikes,
Oh, okay.
dislikes, because like
Thought
I
you
mean,
said like, doesn't
this
sound
episode's
good
gonna
more.
be like if she ends up listening to this is gonna be a rough listen. Like she's not gonna make it to the end.
Does she
she's
like-
not here right now.
Does she like the fact that like I check a lot of your bullshit?
No,
And she doesn't?
no,
She'd like
no,
me to
I
let
don't
you
think
just go?
that. I don't think that she really. I think she's only done like a few episodes. I think that like she won't get far enough to see the madness.
Because I like to think that I'm trying to, help her out and check some of your just ridiculous bullshit.
stop the professional retard.
You have never been paid for this. You have never been paid for this, so you're not a professional.
You have never made money from your disability.
We're like the guy from the fucking what's that show? Where the
sound like
driving
friggin'
Kruger.
Spoder Man.
I just need to find a way to make money off
If we
this.
ever listen, if we
I didn't
ever
fucking do shit.
if we ever get paid for this, like any money, I will say, yeah, Mike, you're a professional retard.
Our 27 listeners. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think we have. We have 27 listeners.
We have 27.
I don't think we do.
I think we have 27, and I think everybody else is just making fun of me. They're really just here to make fun of me. They're like, look at this fucking retard. But we should really wrap this up. It's at like an hour and 30,
It's
right?
yeah. Well, it's been we have been around for a while. We had a lot to talk about.
Yeah. This is what happens whenever we take a break because we're trying to find a new place because we're upgrading, son.
We didn't. Yeah, we
Got-
had these huge fucking seats. These
Did
seats
we
are too big.
decide anything about fucking?
It's like the big
You're
comfy
You were
Pyramid
gonna
couch.
name it. Was
If
it
you're
Hector?
offended-
Hector.
Hector.
If you're offended
We're
by
gonna name him
Hector,
Hector.
this is Hector.
If you're offended by Hector, then fuck you.
Put a comment.
And we're gonna get him a chain.
And
Also, if you don't shoot Big Red, then fuck you.
I'll switch him out with something that's
I
a
just
little
want
bit
to say,
more
like,
funny.
Hector was a legal immigrant. Like, he wasn't illegal.
Yeah, he's not eating dogs. Actually,
just
I'm
get the
really
picture
hungry.
of
You wanna-
Tito
you
and
wanna
put him
stop
on there.
this? I'm gonna go get a dog.
I'm solid.
We're not that far from Ohio.
No, bro, I'm solid because like I was told by my co-host that I'm getting a little chunky, so like I'm not.
I'm gonna go
have-
eat a dog in Ohio, where it's only like 10 minute
Springfield.
drive from here.
I'm gonna go in the back and
Yeah.
throw up.
How far away is Springfield from here?
I can't tell you that.
Feeling
About
a
90
little,
minutes probably.
Yeah. Feeling a little hungry, so we're gonna fucking head out.
Little doggy, not froggy, but little doggy.
Yep.
Get it?
All right.
It's bum.
Fucking
Yeah.
breakfast with Bob. We're done. Vote for fucking Hunter Biden.
He's
Yet
in,
again.
bro. He's in jail. He went to jail.
Is he in jail?
He got like 14 years,
Damn.
which makes sense.